Art is a mirror to the human experience, capturing the powerful quintessence of what it means to think, to live, and to feel. It is multifaceted. It is emotional. And above all else, it is essential. Hi, I'm Carlos Rodriguez, and this is Carlos's Curiosity Program. Tonight, for the next hour, we will be going over not only the works themselves, but the media and the techniques used to bring a voice to the imagination. Each pen stroke, each material, each and every decision carries intention, each one revealing something about the artist and the creative moment. Tonight, we will be speaking with Macky Macguire, an independent creative known for his 3D artistry and his claymation, blending both the digital realm with traditional handcrafted techniques. Having just done work with Red Veil, Childish Gambino, and Under Armour, we here at the CCP aim to understand what makes an artist like Macky tick. Where does that drive come from? And where does it lead? So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Carlos's Curiosity Program. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a very special episode of Carlos's Curiosity Program. We are speaking with the one and only Mr. Macky Macguire. Round of applause, please. Come on, make some noise. Yeah! The faded look great.
I heard make some noise and I actually heard zero sound whatsoever.
No, trust me, they were clapping. Dude, trust me, we got the room to clap.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let me lock it. I'm just having so much fun right now just because it's so absurd with this camera.
Is Willa cool here, bro?
It's so silly.
Is Willa chilling here?
Oh, yeah, dude, that's fine. Dude, what kind of cat is that?
It's Tabby, or she's a Tabby. She's the sweetest ever. That's why she's here. She won't leave me alone. She'll probably just cry through the door if I wasn't.
Oh, really?
But, yeah.
Oh, dude, I've actually wanted to ask you about so something that I've read about or like know about you personally is that the amount of times you've moved across the states is kind of like crazy, especially to me who hasn't moved around that much at all, and I've been in the same place for a really long time. But where was it? You went from Savannah, Georgia. I know that you're currently in New York, right?
Mm.
And
I could kind of list where I've been, but yeah, it's been quite a lot of moving. I like kind of considered myself like a army kid when my dad did not have that job. It was just kind of, we moved a lot because of his job. But
like, did you move when you were like really young, or has it been more recently in the past like couple of years? Or
so I'll tell you, I was born in Florida.
Born in Florida.
Yeah, born in DeLand, Florida. Lived there for 1 year when I was a baby, and then I moved to Sewanee, Tennessee. It was like this mountain where there's like, I think the population was 3,000. It was weird. You picture Tennessee to be like very like country and just like, I don't know, fields. Everything there was still that, but it definitely had a little different vibe than you'd think. And I went back when I was older, and it was like just a very quaint place, so that was cool. And then I moved to Florida again after that, lived in Florida for 6 years. And then after that, I moved to Massachusetts in 5th grade and lived there till college. Then I went to Emerson for a year and a half. And then when COVID hit, I dropped out of school, and I've just been pursuing this full time. But yeah, I've moved around quite a bit. I went from Boston to Providence to Savannah and then here, so it's been quite a lot.
So I'm curious.
But yeah.
So did your parents move a lot due to like job opportunities, or like what? Moving that much is kind of crazy, especially like growing up.
For sure. I mean, it was job opportunities. Like my dad used just admissions, and He had like a higher role, so I think
What's
we just kind of
what's
moved
admissions?
like college admission. So
Oh, okay.
he was like director of admissions. So
So
I
he would
mean,
choose who gets to go into.
exactly.
Ooh.
Yeah. But his bigger role was like handling the team that looks at all the applications and everything.
Okay. Okay.
So he's kind of directing them. But anyway, yeah, his job. I mean, quite quite important. I think some schools he just had slight issues with or just didn't feel the fit. So yeah, we just moved around from that, and I don't know. I look at it like I said, and like partially it could be a negative, but really I think it's allowed me to just be able to meet people and
Yeah.
maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not just be like stuck in one. Like I feel like a lot of people that live in one place for so long, they're like, I will never leave here. But I don't really have that feeling at all, which
Yeah,
is
you don't feel
kind
like
of
tied down
nice.
to a certain place, so
Yeah,
it's a lot easier to, I guess, move around and go where you need to
yeah,
go.
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's super interesting. I didn't know that your dad was part of like admissions, and do you think that helped you a little
Yeah.
bit getting into school?
Yes. I was very much on the verge of not getting in, but honestly, I was. He told me straight up that running was the only thing that pushed me over, which
Really?
I think is hilarious. I was very good at running in high school, so that like I was like a states runner, and then I broke my leg during a race
Oh,
by
dude,
running on it.
holy shit.
Yeah, and then I just I stopped. I just yeah, pretty much stopped running then. I still did like one more season, but I just lost the motivation kind of. It was just very sad, I
Yeah.
guess.
How'd you get into running? Because
Uh,
I've been like somewhat involved in like gym stuff. I remember in like what was it, grade 5, I got really into like skipping rope, and I ended up
oh yeah, dude.
I won a banner for skipping for speed skipping. I
Oh
remember
yeah.
I also used to play like basketball, but I was really bad because I was like underdeveloped. I was very short and small.
No.
Dude, how did you get into like running though? Because that's a huge commitment. You actually have to
Um.
practice a lot, and
Yeah. Honestly, it was because I wasn't really doing a sport at the time.
mhm,
I did tennis. Honestly, I think freshman year towards the end of the year, and then my parents were like, you should do something. I ran cross country, and I was just way better than I expected.
really,
And so I just think that pushed me because I mean, I remember the first race I wanted to pace with someone that was on my team. I was like, he was like the fifth runner on the team, and I had told my coach, I was like, I want to pace with him, and then he's like, you can, but maybe go like guy or two behind him. And then I got second place in the whole race, and he was like, "Oh, okay."
okay, this guy's got what
uh,
it takes here.
yeah, I mean, I was just literally a twig, but I worked pretty hard. I think that was like definitely. I've pushed myself so hard physically then for sure, which I'm trying to do a bit again.
Yeah,
But yeah, it lots of dedication. It's honestly I have like slight PTSD from it in a sense, kind of because I broke my leg. I was also constantly injured. Um,
really, like shin splints and
my
stuff. I need to ask, like, how did you break your leg?
so I don't know exactly, but I think it was because we would do like speed workouts like once, twice a week where we'd
Okay.
run super fast.
Oh
So
yeah,
we did like three of those right before stage, which I found very silly just because it's like I would try to rest my legs a bit. But we did, yeah, three in like a week. And after the last one, we did like full on sprints. And I just remember my leg feeling a little weird.
yeah.
And then we got to states like a couple of days later, and I told my coach like after we warmed up, I was like, it is not feeling right. And then he's like, just try it, go for it, because we thought it was like muscle,
Yeah, yeah.
but it turned out I think I probably had a hairline fracture from the workout, and then I ran a 5K on it and
Holy fuck,
just
dude.
made it way worse.
Brutal.
So, yeah, it was not good, but honestly, I like when I'm like looking back sometimes of like like try like okay, I need to push myself. Like that was absolutely like I probably pushed myself the most then, like at least physically, but mentally too. It's running is insane.
Okay, so you're running, you're training super hard. You end up like fucking your leg up really bad. Did you essentially just drop out then, or what did you do? Like afterwards, like did you decide to like fully quit, or?
I did. I actually became. I was captain of like I was gonna be captain of all 3 seasons of running. I was captain of cross country, and then I was supposed to be winter track, and then I was supposed to be. Oh, actually, no, sorry. Pretty much, I got injured in the fall for cross country, and then I had a broken leg, so I didn't do winter track, and then I was captain of spring track. So yeah, that's kind of how I got into it. But
This freaking guy, dude. I was such a fucking. Okay, I used to play like soccer in like elementary school, but as soon as I passed a certain level of fucking, once I got to like middle school, I just like fully gave up on any like athletic stuff. So hearing that you essentially climbed to like one of the best runners in your presumably state, maybe.
yeah.
That
It was
that's surreal.
it was pretty cool. I think really. I mean, if I'm being honest, my motivation came from just wanting to be the best. It was, which I still feel like, I have some sort of that motivation through my art, but it's not at all like I want to be the best out there. It's really just like, I want to just keep on growing. I like look at every project as like, kind of like a stepping stone where
Yeah.
I just never feel like I'm fully there yet.
I feel like a lot of artists kind of struggle with the idea of competition. I think a lot of people view competition as kind of unhealthy in the sense of everything is like subjective and personalized. But I think inherently, especially in like, I don't know, you could argue like not the market, but like the internet space we occupy, right? Everyone's making cool shit. Everyone's trying to get out there. Everyone's trying to grow as an artist or a brand or whatever. And I think a lot of people try to repress their almost competitive nature, if that makes sense. Do you relate to that at all, or?
Yeah, a bit. I mean, honestly, I would be lying if I said like I didn't have some like internal jealousy early on of like people that were like extremely talented when I didn't know everything yet. It's just I feel like it's kind of natural for people to be like, "Oh my god." But I don't know. I honestly kind of just began to have confidence that I hit a point where I was like so insecure about everything I made because I just didn't know if I was pushing it to a level that like I don't know. I wanted my goal is always to just make unique stuff. And like I think there's a point where I was like constantly questioning like is what I'm doing unique or is it actually just like far from what I should be doing? I don't know. Pretty much because I did photography, then then Cinema 4D, then Blender. It was like the 3D part really it was not easy for me at first. I had a lot of anxiety for it just because I don't know, it was just overwhelming, I guess. I just hit like a huge wall right at first, but once I kind of broke that and I don't know, I feel like I realized that people enjoyed what I was doing. I mean, it shouldn't matter too much, but at the end of the day, you're putting it out in the world, so it's kind of scary.
Yeah, for sure.
To some extent. Also, I'm very much like, I don't know, on the more, maybe not quiet, but I'm just definitely more of like I don't know, I'll be more to myself, and I think like I never used my voice growing up, like never.
Yeah.
Like I always thought like my view of something could have been completely wrong, so I just decided to just not say anything.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely spoke my mind on certain things, but it's like anything political related, things that I just didn't have a full picture of, I just felt like completely unable to talk about it, and just like when other people were saying stuff, I would just kind of be there. But that's
Yeah.
why I feel like I have such a voice through what I do.
I guess the creative process, you could argue, is kind of what's helped you, in a way, relating to this, be able to like speak on things, or not necessarily have an opinion, but I guess an outlet to express.
Oh yeah, it's honestly gotten to the point where I mean, I kind of let art take over my life, and I've realized that I did not have balance with it. I think it's gotten me to a cool place, but I'm now trying to take a step back and like live life again.
Yeah.
Like I'm working this cooking job right now.
Oh,
And I
dude,
love
how's that been?
dude. I I've been cooking since I was a little kid. I every day in middle school would watch Food Network when I got home from
What the
school.
fuck? You're chefing up like crazy grilled cheeses at like 13?
Oh yeah, no, not even grilled cheese, bro. I was making like eggplant parmesan
Dude,
calzones
what
from
the
scratch,
fuck?
bro.
That's
I
so
wanted-
awesome.
I was making everything because I'm Italian, so
Oh, okay.
I learned a lot of Italian dishes. I would make like pizza from scratch, calzones, gnocchi, manicotti, like literally any Italian food you could think of. And I did that all throughout middle school.
Yeah.
When my parents like got home from work, I would literally have like a whole dinner on the table for them ready.
What the fuck, dude? That's awesome.
Wow. Isn't Macky such an amazing guest? Hey guys, I'm Tyler. I edit and produce the show. I'm just here to tell you about our Patreon. Right now, the Knopes Productions Patreon is only $2.99 a month. You get this show a week early, all of our older content, and most importantly, you get access to our Discord community where there's a bunch of updates. We're hanging out in there all the time. Yeah, but don't want to take too much time away. Thanks. That was just a shill. Anyways, what were you guys saying, Carlos and Macky?
All right, hold up. What are we cooking? If I come over, right? And I'm like,
What are we
dude,
cooking?
we had a long day. We're just trying to chill out, relax, all right? But we're hungry. What are we chefing up, dude?
What's the weather?
What's the fucking excellent question. The weather,
Thank you.
slight overcast. It isn't like too bad outside. But it's kind of like damp a little bit. A little gray out.
Damp. I would say honestly, I'd make you like a nice tortellini soup with like Italian sausage,
Dude,
some like celery, carrots. It would just hit on a nice rainy, overcast day. Nice little tortellini soup. Have you had
tortellini soup? I haven't, dude. I think look, I need to get
Like
better
stuff-
at cooking. I'm not that good. So the fact that you actually understand cooking past like, oh, I'm gonna make grilled cheese. Dude, I definitely
Bro.
need to get better. Damn, that's super
Oh,
interesting.
yeah,
I never knew that about you, that you were like super into like cooking like when you were younger too.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, that's why it's just this job this is my third day.
Oh,
I
what
feel-
position are you? Like what are you
I'm
doing?
a prep cook, so
Okay.
I work at this wine bar and we make extremely like fancy, kind of like finger foods, some main dishes, but it's insane prep. Like I've never made stuff this fancy, but it's really cool. I don't know. I just like today, for example, I think I just feel great in particular because literally every day at work we make a family meal, which I think is very special in my opinion.
Yeah.
Where the prep cooks will make it and then everyone eats it that works there.
Okay. So everyone like
Like the
tests it
servers
out
that
kind
are
of thing?
coming in, the whole staff. So literally today they're just like, all right, you're making it, Mac. And I just made
On the
that. I
spot.
like had to just 3 days in, look at all their ingredients in your fridge, everything, and make 9 people just what they were like. They didn't tell me what to make anything, so it was just kind of like
They're just like make something.
yeah, make something.
Oh
And
my god.
I made honestly some bomb pasta, dude, with
Jeez.
vodka sauce.
Oh, dude, I
and-
fucst love vodka sauce,
and
man.
and chicken. It was good. I was proud of myself because I was
Pulled out all the
very
stops
nervous.
for this.
I was nervous because it's just like I don't know, trying to impress the people that you're working for early on, and like everyone has to eat it and like it. Like that's kind of crazy.
I was kind of curious about since now that you're just recently starting to work at the restaurant, balancing both like the commission aspect and then also having to do like traditional work as well on the side.
Yeah. I have honestly like a very, very clear picture at this moment of like where I'm headed. I definitely I think I just want to keep on having a side job because I don't know, freelancing is very tough for me. I think like we were talking before, like creative stuff is my voice. So it's
Yeah.
like if I'm doing stuff for other people's voice, it's just kind of the motivation lacks a little bit, or it's not even fully that. It's a lot of the times procrastination from being like nervous or anxious. Like and I think part of that comes from just my income solely coming from that. So
Yeah.
the fact that I don't have to worry about that anymore and I can leave the house every day, meet people and make money from it and improve at something, I feel very good at it. And I'm just trying to keep that up. And then anyone listening,
Anybody
very
listening?
much anybody listening, a huge goal of mine, which I've been talking about for probably close to 2 years now,
Yeah.
is just opening up a online store, eventually maybe a physical store. But I just love making like little monsters in 3D or out of clay, whatever. And so I really want to just start selling those, maybe like some one of ones, but
Yeah.
majority will be like bulk stuff that I either like resin print or
Oh yeah.
get,
Okay.
like,
just for context, everybody, I'm a horrible host. I forgot. Okay, so Macky not only does traditional like claymation style work, not only does like 3D Blender kind of stuff, or not only does 3D printing, but yeah, having the store. I know you've mentioned this in the past, where you wanted to start creating things to essentially start selling it as an actual like brick and mortar or like I guess online store as well, which is like super cool.
Thank you, bro. It's been a large goal of mine, and kind of what we talked about with like, I'm like, as a freelancer, I'm kind of, I mean, it's hard because you got to just make money at the end of the day. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a job, but separating that is very tough for me.
I think that's a trap that a lot of people fall into, is like you make your breakthrough with commissions and you're like, holy shit, dude, like I made it. Like I'm making money off of like artistic endeavors. And then you can reach a point where the motivation to make anything eventually becomes just, I need to pay bills.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is a horrible feeling when you feel almost an obligation to make your art and it's not even yours anymore. You're just working for other people.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of like you're still flipping burgers, but you're just doing it in an art way, essentially.
And I'm kind of like, in my opinion, it's kind of like, I mean, I think this could be viewed kind of, this is like a strong statement. I think freelancing can improve your personal style for sure, but I also think it can easily degrade it because like it's not your personal style in a sense. It really, like, I guess like the actual visual that you're seeing might be like a visual style, but like I don't think it's possible to like do something that's actually yours from someone else's idea.
Interesting.
Like I just don't really think that's the case. At least for me, like I literally I don't know, I've found like I am so happy when I push freelance aside and work on personal projects for a couple weeks and just like really try to focus up on that. I get so much motivation. I'm so happy. But then I lack money and stuff, and I'm like, I should probably get back to work. But that's why I got this job and everything. I think this will allow me to be able to afford to start the shop when I really haven't had the opportunity for that. And yeah, eventually my goal is to buy a space, either here or somewhere else where I can work fully in a studio, like away from home, because I work with like resin, plaster, all this stuff that probably shouldn't be in a normal person's home. But
is there like toxic fumes that come off of
oh yeah. the reason I'm like pushing off resin printing for a while is like, if I had this in my apartment with no ventilation, anything, like I would kill my cat and my roommates. Seriously. Yeah,
dude,
it's
like sprinklers would go off, or it's kind of like having a gas leak in your house.
like a gas leak, like heavy fumes, like you would actually pass out.
Oh
like,
my God.
No good.
Earlier you mentioned that when you're doing commission work, or sometimes you feel as though people who do commission work, the work that they produce is sometimes not as either original, or it can't even truly be theirs, is I think what you said. I'm kind of curious as to like your process when it comes to, I guess, the creative aspect of it. Are you more of a person who takes in inspiration and kind of like mixes it, or just soaks everything in? Or are you more of your creativity comes from I guess your own personal experience or your own ideas more than an abstraction of the things you take in?
Yeah, I would say it's really weird for me because I don't know, I feel like my ideas come to me like late at night. I don't know how to describe it. It's just I don't
like divine intervention. You just get a fucking idea hits you.
Exactly. I don't really plan stuff, and I've always had a trouble, like I said, like I don't storyboard. Like that's just not something I do. I've done it a couple times trying to like force myself, but I literally think the way I go through and like create now is just start the idea and think about it for weeks in my head, and then like I'll think about the materials. I'll think about, like, it's like I'm organized in that sense, but it's like it's all in my head and it's not out anywhere. And that's why I think I'm like, I've been a director before, but I'm like, I don't know if it's for me. Like I still would do some stuff, but it's hard for me to just like tell people what is in my head or like how to produce it, kind of. So, you know, it's just something I'm like, you know, I don't know if that's necessarily for me. It's just it's tough being able to, I don't know. I think it's very cool coordinating, working with a team and everything, but it really is like I said, any freelance project, bro, like unless it's truly like, honestly, I can't lie, the only freelance project I feel like was like a personal project for me was the video I did for you guys.
Yes.
Because I just poured my heart so much into that, and you guys gave me the freedom to kind of make it a personal project. And I just, really, I've never put as much work into something as that, but it was just a very fun process. It kind of like held myself to the most extreme standard to where now it's like a little easier, everything I do, because that project I was like, absolutely everything that's on camera has to be like something I made in the real world. But
that project was awesome. That was a really fun time, honestly. I'm super glad we all committed and we were like, fuck it, dude, you got this. And you definitely came out with something really sick.
Thank you, bro. It's like the one video I showed to people of like, this is actually still my style, which is cool because it's a commission. And that doesn't really happen usually. It's cool. I like showed one of the guys at work, like one of the chefs, my animation. I showed him the Knopes project, and like today he was just like, "You guys gotta see his stuff." It was funny.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
It's cool. People appreciate it, for sure.
The very first thing I saw, maybe it wasn't the first, but one of the very few first things I saw was the work you did for Red Veil. And I was kind of curious as to what it was like working on that project.
Yeah, that was one of those first projects where I was like, wow, people are really hiring me for, like, I don't know, I had been working with a lot of underground people, like,
Yeah.
below underground, kind of just starting up. And I got hit up by this kid, Jared, who's really talented. He was directing it, and he wanted me. That was also very cool because it was one of the first times he literally said, do whatever you want. He wanted me to come up with the idea for the animation and everything. He just had full trust in me, so it was cool. And it was another one of those projects, I can't lie. I was so anxious to do it. I did it all in 2 days, bro, because
you just grinded it out.
Yeah, I was so nervous to do it where I just had to actually do it in like 2 days.
Just get it out of your
came
system.
Out really, I feel like projects like that come out really well sometimes, though. But
yeah,
I personally look back and I'm like, dude, I'm like so negative about my old work. So I'm like,
yeah, no,
that's
that's understandable. I feel that.
Yeah, but it was one of those stepping stones where it felt really cool.
Recently having done work with Donald Glover, dude, that's fucking. When I heard that, and I heard that some of the homies were working on that, and that you were on it too, I was so stoked. I was like, holy fuck, my friends are fucking cool.
Dude, it was insane. Honestly, it was very much a half and half experience, both negative and positive. It wasn't. I wouldn't say it was more positive than negative. I'm being honest.
Really,
only getting the job probably was. Yeah, dude. Not to put any particular record labels on blast, but
okay,
you gotta watch out for sure. There's, I don't know if I want to name drop right now, but
we'll censor it.
The record.
Okay, yeah, we'll censor it.
Who I worked with.
Yeah.
Very, very schemy. Pretty much, we agreed on a budget.
Yep.
And I had three calls with them. Agreed.
Yep.
Sent the deposit, everything, or we sent the invoice for the deposit.
Mm-hmm.
Bebop, everyone on the team, Moni absolutely crushes it. A month later, we were into it. We got like a minute. I think it was like we were a minute in or something.
Yeah.
Because it was only supposed to be 30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah.
And they emailed us, we love this so much. We want it to be like longer, whatever. But then they also emailed me and they're like, we have another call about like something about budget. They were kind of extremely vague.
Okay.
And then
you guys get a minute in and they call you. They're like, dude, this is great. We love this. We want it to be more.
Yeah, they said we want it to be more, but we thought that the total budget was what you sent for the deposit. Like what we were asking for the deposit, yes, which was 30%. They were saying,
and they thought that was the entire invoice.
They thought it was.
Okay.
They said people had changed positions and got lost in translation.
Oh.
And so they literally asked me, "Is it okay if we pay you that?" And I said, "Absolutely not." And that
dude,
was
what an insult! Oh my god, I'd be so fucking upset.
I had hired a full team of people like that were grinding for me.
Yeah.
Like, it was so disrespectful in my opinion. I really just stood my ground because it was me and 3 other people from that record label that I just it was one of the head people of like, I don't know, not the label but like whatever, some department,
the fund.
And I just had to sit there and be like, I'm sorry, but I've hired out people, like this can't happen. And I gave them like a number, like I could only possibly ever go this low, and then they hit me back and said we'll do the full amount, but then they asked for a little bit more, so they still got their way. But it's just like, dude, taught me to watch out. I also can't be a pushover with big clients.
No, dude, that's huge props to being like, dude, absolutely not. Like that is so disrespectful, and they basically expect you to undersell yourself.
Bow down and be like,
and to be like, oh no, it's totally cool if I only get a fraction.
Know what's even more disrespectful?
What's up?
Said after she said that, all what I just said, she said, I know it'd be good for you. That's what she said.
Oh. Dude, it's on site. It's on site.
That is the most disrespectful thing you could ever say.
I know it'd be good for you, you poor fuck.
Yeah, like you could. Like, this is like one of your first big projects, Bucko. I'm like, all right.
Oh,
like, dude,
I'd be so upset. It seems like such a perfect opportunity. You get like literally some of the best, in my personal opinion, some of the best artists in the scene, especially within like our, kind of group.
Oh yeah.
And to just get like slapped in the face like that and like fucked around is super annoying.
It's ridiculous. Also because that's another thing is animators, bro, so poorly treated compared to like people on set. I know people on set still get treated really poorly, but I feel like compensation wise is always better regardless if you're in person. I just think because we sit behind a computer, people don't even really know they just pretend to know we exist. I feel like sometimes.
Yeah.
And like have way been undersold for that. So that's definitely tough. But yeah, like I said, I very much appreciate it. But another one of those tough things is like, it's one of those projects where you think it might take off your career a little bit more. And then they just didn't, they only released it through a limited edition LCD vinyl.
That was the other, honestly, big misstep is having this music video released in one of the most abstracted
ways.
I've literally never heard of this technology before. And they're like,
literally, I mean, for good reason, bro, that there was like 10 plus people I saw on Reddit that were posting that it wouldn't even turn on. Like,
oh my God,
dude,
that's brutal.
This was $300 and everything, but it's just a bummer that like, instead of maybe millions of people seeing it, it was shown to 1,000. Like that sucks to me. That's the biggest slap in the face is like, we put all that effort in for just some people with like a broken LCD screen to possibly see it for a couple minutes. Like, when I was told by his manager at the time that this would be a fan favorite, like, what is that supposed to mean if it's only being seen by 500 people? But anyway, I don't want to talk too down. But
we'll try to censor around that.
Yeah. Sorry,
you're totally cool. We could.
I just kind of have a weird experience with it, like both positive and negative. But
don't worry, I don't think Childish Gambino is going to see this. If I have to be honest,
no.
So I think we're okay.
I don't think you have to censor much, for sure.
Yeah, honestly, super appreciate you even joining. I'm surprised. I'm glad you decided to accept this.
I love what you guys do so much. So like that has to be said. You guys are killing it, and I have always been motivated by, dude. Like when I first saw your work, I was like, wow, that's like.
Stop this guy.
I know we've said this to each other, but I really appreciate it. You're one of those people where I'm like, there's a genius deep inside of you for sure. So it's cool to be appreciated like in that sense. So I really appreciate it.
You're such a sweetie pie, such a fucking cool guy, amazing artist. Honestly, have a shit ton of respect for what you've done and what you continue to do. I did want to ask, is there anything you're currently working on or anything you'd like to promote or shout out or anything? I know you're trying to get that store started. I know you're working on probably
I would say besides the store, there's probably two things that are really exciting for me that kind of have, one of them has fallen a little bit, but I think it's just because we're extremely busy, and that's me, this girl Julia Fernandez, and this kid Kylan, who I know from SCAD. We just want to do like a stop motion, almost like a bridge, like, you know how I like photo scan stuff and bring it in to 3D. Like we pretty much want to teach like a stop motion or like teach that workflow through a class in a sense, or like we all have different elements that we're really good at. Like she's really good at like stop motion with ceramic, stuff like that. So it's just I'm very excited. I feel like, I don't know if I want to be a teacher now, but I know that like there's something deep inside me where that just wants to like teach some of this stuff to people. So I feel like it's so important for people to like have their creative voice and use it. There's like so many people I see that like are so creative and they just don't think they are at all just because they took a 9 to 5. And I'm like, dude, please. Like I would love to like bring that out of more people.
Yeah.
So that's a cool thing. I'm trying to think, what was the other thing I was trying to, nothing really. Oh yeah, honestly the biggest thing, dude, the biggest thing I'm working on and I'm really trying to push it is finding, like, keep on improving the mixture of 3D and stop motion with clay. Like I'm kind of leaving the photo skin and animate in 3D world a little bit, and I'm trying to just go animate in real world and background in 3D or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Which I think gives so much more like natural character to the things, and like that's kind of what I'm looking for in my work. So I don't know, I'm like very much just trying to like, I don't know if you saw the tooth thing I did, and then this like caterpillar thing, but I did both of those in I did both of them in a 3 day span or something like that, and I just really was like, I know I need to push at this, because if I do, I feel like I might be breaking some sort of like barriers of just like stuff that hasn't been done at least too frequently. Like, so that's like a big goal of mine, is just continue to try to kind of get better.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. Really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, of course, man. Again, really appreciate you. Thanks for being on the show today. I don't know how to transition out of it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Goodbye.
And thanks
Unplug his TV.
Yeah, thanks for being here, bro.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. I'm going to be like, thanks for being on the show, and then you're just going to leave the call.
Wait, should I just be like, bro? And you cut me off. I'm like, yo.
Yeah. Dude, I have something to say, and I'll just...
Yo, I have one more thing to say. I think that's what we should do.
All right. All right.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I got it. And ladies and gentlemen, Macky Macguire, I really do appreciate you being on here. Thank you. Didn't mean to... I don't want to say didn't mean to take so much of your time up. But
yeah, ridiculous. I can't believe it.
I know. I can't believe I really just wasted everyone's time like this.
40, 50 minutes. Like,
dude,
actually,
I know. Dude, there's 4
never get
people
it
here
back.
right now, and we completely wasted an hour when we could have been fucking money maxing and optimizing our
Yeah, money
fortunes.
maxing, bro.
Dude.
100%.
All right, man. Well, I really do appreciate you hopping on. Maybe we'll chat later. I think after the show, if you're down to fucking, I don't fucking know.
Nah, I'm all good.
Oh, dude, you actually just got off work. I'll probably, let you fucking chill. You know.
I was kidding, but yeah.
Wait, okay.
I mean, I was kidding about I'm all good, but yeah, I'll definitely chat with y'all.
All right, for sure, man. All right. Do you want to leave the call now?
Nah, you guys have to pull my plug.
So, Tyler, kick him from the call.
Yo!
You're going to be banished. Say your last piece now before you leave.
All right, everyone. Go give Knopes Productions a sub on YouTube. Let's get them to 1,000 subs before the end of the year.
Let's go, everybody.
Love you guys.
Oh, my God. All right, love you, man. Again,
Kick me.
appreciate it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, has been... Turn off your... All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that has been Carlos's Curiosity Program. Macky Macguire, an amazing guest. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we're allowed to do more of these. Hopefully people continue to sign up for it. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. Good job, everybody. Holy shit. Oh, my God.